And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To the air, Allen. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nyheim Hines with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Time for Dak Prescott of the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they're trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Play action now, Prescott. And this one is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Allen. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And some space here. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. The Cowboys at 5-9 on the year, and they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Prescott down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Uncorks one for Davis. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dak and the Cowboys getting set for their next possession. And he'll be looking to snap a pretty unwelcome start to this ball game. Interceptions on his first 3 drives. He'll look to turn things around here as they start with a first down. Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. From the 39, Prescott. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
To throw, it's Allen. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd and 15 now. Allen, rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Draw play. This is Hines. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. On 2nd and inches, Prescott. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Tolbert in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So, all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. And, Charles, I mean, look, you don't bench a starter of his caliber, but 4 first-half interceptions. How do you handle it from here?
Well, the easy thing is right away you try and run the football, take some pressure off of him, but you know the defense understands that as well. My second thing is give him throws that are safer, throws that he's confident in, the ones that he likes to make, and that way you try and get his confidence back up.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple. Inside give to Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 4 that time, and the Cowboys are going to get a first down. Now a give here to Pollard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, These are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This is Hines. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now here come the Cowboys. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter play. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Throwing now is Allen. Completes it to Davis. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And Diggs has it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where the one incomplete.